So so how did you know you told a story about how you knew you were going to Desert Storm.
So I joined in '89 and went to intelligence training for about a year, place in Massachusetts called Fort Devens, Massachusetts, an Army post. I learned the difference between an Army post and an Air Force base. Big issue, big difference. I learned the
Yeah.
hard way what a warrant officer was, and that by God, you better salute a warrant officer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
broken lieutenant's bar, which is what I thought it
Yeah.
was. Like, that's a lieutenant. Well, I'm like, I look at this guy, he goes, and he had fun. To his credit, he had fun. He ripped me a new one. What the heck? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And he's like, I'm calling your Air Force commander to make sure you understand the Army
Oh,
ranks.
jeez.
Right? He had a good time.
That's
He
funny.
went and had a beer with his buddies and said, "Yeah, I lit up one of those Air Force wing nuts, which is what they called us."
Wing nut.
Yeah, the E2 stripe. If you look at an Air Force E2 stripe, an airman, it looks like a wing nut. So they called us.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it sure does.
interesting. I hadn't heard. Uh, okay.
And
All right.
so then from there, I went to Goodfellow Air Force Base in San Angelo, Texas, and finished my intelligence training. And then I got stationed at a place called Wurtsmith Air Force Base, Michigan. My initial duty assignment was a place in Texas, and I get called out of class, and hey, you got to go to the assignments office, and there's this big hubbub, right? And I go, I'm like, okay, so what's going on? He goes, you're not going to go to Dyess Air Force Base in Texas. You're going to Wurtsmith Air Force Base. And I look at now, this is the assignments guy, right? This is an E5 assignments guy. I go, where the heck is that? And he goes, I don't know. It sounds German to me. I guess you're going to Germany. I'm like, sir, you're the assignments guy, and you don't know where this base is. It's like, this is your job.
Right?
So for 2 or 3 minutes, we sat there and said, "Oh, am I? That must be Michigan." And he pulls out, I know this is going to date myself, a Rand McNally 18-inch book. And we're
Oh,
flipping through this book of Michigan. It's on 2 different pages, and we end up finding where it's at. It was just kind of funny. So I get up there in early October. It's a B-52 unit, KC-135 refueling planes. And our primary role was nuclear deterrence. So we had 6 B-52s on alert at all times, along with 6 KC-135s at all times, fully loaded with nukes, and
hmm.
crews that, like you see on some TV movies or movies on, whatever. The alarm goes off, the klaxon goes off, they run out to the planes, and we launch 6 bombers with nukes to go to war. So that was our
Hmm.
primary mission. Our secondary mission was conventional.